The famous slogan, what happens in Vegas stays in Vegas. But what happened there a generation ago will shock you, especially the harsh discrimination faced by African Americans in that city and just how long it was allowed to continue. Today, it is a chapter that's been almost forgotten, but an ABC special called Black in Vegas brings it back front and center. Here with a preview, entertainment reporter Sandy Kenyon.
Sandra, back in 1988, I went to Las Vegas at the invitation of the late Sammy Davis Jr., who was appearing at Bally's Hotel there. I've never forgotten the stories he told me that day, stories of the racism he faced in that city during the 1950s and 60s. Tonight, the special called Black in Vegas looks at that shameful chapter and shows how change finally came about. Las Vegas was once called the Mississippi of the West, and an ABC News special explains why.
We talk about racism, we think about the South, but people don't realize that even in the West, and Las Vegas was just as bad as places like Mississippi and other places in the South.
The bright lights of Las Vegas have obscured a dark history of extreme discrimination that lingered long after the rest of America started to change.
We couldn't even eat in the place.
Imagine driving up to the front of the casino and your name is in lights and you can't walk through the front door. You have to go around the back because you're black.
The more you learn, the more heartbreaking it all seems.
They couldn't invite their families to come see them perform, families and friends.
All to make the gambling mecca popular with visitors from the segregated South.
You don't want to offend them. You don't want to lose those dollars.
We learn about the first integrated hotel, shut down after just a few months in 1955, and the vibrant black community that developed on the city's west side despite the racism faced by African Americans. You'll meet ordinary citizens denied work at the gaming tables until the 1970s. But Black in Vegas also tells a story of how the city changed after some very famous folks refused to accept the status quo.
They were doing that at serious risk, not only to their bank account, but to their lives at that time.
And they had allies.
Frank went to the hotel and told him, if they can't stay here, I'm not playing here more, ever.
The special draws a line through the generations from one rat pack to another and ends on a hopeful note.
That harsh reality is hard to overcome, but I think we do it by continuing to build and support each other.
Got to thank my pal Kat McKenzie for making this one. She's best known these days as the executive producer of GMA3, seen here on ABC 7 every afternoon. But Kat worked at Eyewitness News for many years before joining ABC News, and she was most helpful to me, especially at the Oscar shows we covered together. Her latest project, Black in Vegas, is part of the Soul of a Nation series and part of a primetime lineup that starts at 8 p.m. with a special Schoolhouse Rock 50th anniversary sing-along hosted by Ryan Seacrest, followed at 9 p.m. by back-to-back episodes of Abbott Elementary, and then Black in Vegas at 10.